We're here today with world-renowned cardiologist Dr. Seymour Hart. Dr. Hart, thank you for coming in today. It's great having you on.
You're very welcome.
Could you introduce yourself, please? Tell us a little about you.
Yes, my name is Dr. Seymour Hart, and I practice cardiology. I've traveled all over the world, but it was really only when I came to this law firm that I really started to understand what I do. You know, the history of law taught different kinds of medicine is really quite dark. It's a very dark history, and that of humanity and the legislation. However, thanks to this firm, I now understand what I'm doing, and I feel protected for the first time.
Well, tell us, Dr. Hart, what's the biggest thrill in your cardiology practice?
You know, that's a good question. You know, my thrill is really helping people because conventional medicine is not good. A lot of times it leaves them in a very difficult place. And, you know, the power is really in the science. People used to say, if you studied the Bible, you know that, you know, Samson, his long hair was really the secret. But I just like the style. I'm very stylish. It's not really about that. It's about the different potions and lotions, and they're very effective.
So what do you tell your patients if they ever do feel frightened?
Well, I tell them to trust in themselves and to call on the high power. And I'm a believer, you know, that the cosmos is filled with live energy. That energy is in your cells. That energy is resonating in every fabric of existence. There are tiny universes within this universe. And you can tune in and simply feel a sense of safety if you really pay attention.
Well, last question for you, Dr. Hart. What advice do you have for aspiring cardiologists coming up through medical school right now?
Well, first of all, you should align yourself with a very good lawyer because you don't want to get sued. You don't want, God forbid, something on your insurance. You don't want some problem with some board somewhere. There's FDA, my God, there's HIPAA. Oh, the mishigas out there in the regulation. You really got to know your stuff. So if you don't have the patience for that because you're too busy studying like anatomy and physiology and biochemistry and genomics and nutritional genomics and oh my God, it just goes on and on, robotics, artificial intelligence. It's just so much new expanding knowledge everywhere. You know, really ground yourself with a very good attorney and you will be fine because you'll have good consent forms, you'll have good knowledge of all these practices, and you're a professional. You studied really hard. Find somebody really good. Myself, I'm Harvard trained, so, you know, ideally some type of lawyer, the Harvard-ish, and you'll be just fine. Trust me. I know you'll be okay. It's been incredible for me. That's all I can say.
Dr. Seymour Hart, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.